Okay, hey everybody, welcome. How are you? This is the Norm Can't Shoot Twitch stream, my first ever Twitch stream. I am the titular Norm. And a couple things before we get started that you should know. Number one, I am obviously very new to Twitch streaming and Let's Plays and all the rest of this stuff. So please forgive any technical hiccups because I'm sure there's going to be many, including my, as you can see, terrible lighting and terrible camera, both of which should be fixed the next couple of weeks. But we'll give it a couple of runs, stick with it, and hopefully things will improve as I get better. Number two, the name Norm Can't Shoot is not, when you get like a guy who's like really big and you nickname him Tiny, that's not what it is. I genuinely am terrible at games, in particular games that involve hand-eye coordination, shooting, driving, these kinds of things. I'm awful. So if you're looking for like quality, tournament level gaming, this is not the place. This is not the place. But think of this as, if those are the kind of movies you enjoy, this would be the blooper reel. You know what I mean? Entertaining in its own right, hopefully. I'll try anyway. And the third thing you should know is that inside I'm still giggling about the use of the word titular. And if you are too, then hopefully you'll enjoy what I'm going to do. So anyway, this is ground zero. This is the first time I've ever done Twitch streaming. This is... I don't know what I'm doing. All right. So if anyone has any hot tips for me, if anyone has any suggestions, if anyone wants to point out all the myriad of mistakes that I'm making, please feel free to do so in chat if you're here. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, I'm going to post all my stuff on YouTube, hopefully. You can post in the comments and let me know, and that would be a big help. So thank you in advance for that. To get things off the ground, I thought, okay, what am I going to start with? What game do I start with to get things going, right? I could go with Fortnite. I could go with Call of Duty. I could go with Fall Guys. That's hot right now, right? What's the big game that's going to draw in the viewers? And I thought, I know, Rising Star 2. Yes, Rising Star 2. That fantastic indie game, Rising Star 2. Basically, if you don't know what this is, it's an indie game that is... basically, it's a band simulator. So you'll create a musician, you'll have to gather bandmates, you'll have to buy equipment, you'll have to go on tour, write songs, play gigs, do a bunch of odd jobs to make money. And it's, I don't know, guys, it's like... I downloaded this game like about a week or 2 weeks ago, and I have been obsessively playing it. So you may not have heard of it, but if you haven't, watch, and then I guarantee you, I know there's gonna... Listen, it's an indie game, okay? There's a couple of rough edges, as you will see, most of which are hilarious, so it's fine. Like some of the character modeling and the animations are a little sketch, but... Listen, the core game mechanics are very enjoyable. It's going to be a good time. So let's start a new game. See what happens. Follow along. Let's see what's going on, boys. Oh, hang on. See, my first technical hiccup. Here we go. All right, we're going to go with normal difficulty. We're not going to go hardcore for this one. We're not going to go super easy. So this will give you a nice general idea of what the game's like. Ooh, there we go. All right, so I had kind of a weird idea for what I was going to do in terms of my band. I want to have a theme, right? What fun is just having a bunch of random musicians? You got to have a little theme in there. And I thought, well, I'm a nerd, so why not have a Star Trek theme? So I'm going to try in the character creator, if it doesn't take too long, I'm going to try and do a low-rent Jean-Luc Picard to head up this band. All right, character name, right off the bat, Jean-Luc Picard. Okay. Obviously, last I checked, Jean-Luc is a male. Hairstyle. Boom. Look at that. Boom. It's already looking like Jean-Luc. Alright. Let's, really, the only thing... I'm not going to go too crazy, but really, we got to have that distinctive nose, right? right? Jean-Luc's got quite the schnoz on him here. It's got a very regal Roman nose to him. There you go. There's Jean-Luc. All right, and he's got tiny little squinty eyes. I don't know if you've noticed, but Patrick Stewart has tiny little squinty eyes, and that's fine. We still love you, Patrick, but you kind of do. So let's get that squint up. There we go. That looks nothing like Patrick Stewart. So, Patrick Stewart, if you happen to be watching, my apologies. I'm fairly certain he's not going to see this, so I think we're probably okay. Let's see what else we want to do. We'll drop the height because Jean-Luc is not a large man. There, you know what? Bam. It's like Patrick Stewart looking in a mirror, baby. Right there. Okay, that's good enough. Patrick Stewart, of course, is going to be heading up this band. Jean-Luc's the captain, man. He's got to be on lead vocals. Aptitude, we're going to go with... These are all the different skills that each character has. They all do different things. Playing reflects basically how good you are at singing or at guitar or at the drums or what have you. And it really kind of impacts mostly your ability to kind of practice a song and get it up to speed. Songwriting is, of course, your ability to write a hit song. Very, very important. So I think I'm going to pick that one for Jean-Luc. Stage presence is how you perform on stage. So that's good for when you're having reactions to live events. Production is in-studio stuff. So if you're cutting an album, if you're cutting tracks, you can have one of your guys, if they've got a high enough production level, to actually do all that stuff for you. Repair is repairing all of your gear, which is important. And business is business, man. It's like running your band. Getting good prices, getting good contracts, getting gigs. So all these are important. I think I'm just going to go with songwriting for now. And we'll see how it goes. Band name. Boom. 10 forward, baby. All right. Next, where do we start? Well, listen, everything in Star Trek is filmed out in California. We'll start in a small town and kind of work our way up. So we can start in Reno, Fresno. Let's start in Bakersfield. The goal to get up to LA. But for now, we'll start, or actually, San Francisco. Oh my God. Trek nerds, I'm so sorry. Obviously, San Francisco has to be the ultimate goal. But we're not going to get there right off the bat. We got to work our way up to it. So let's go to Modesto. Okay, we're going to go to Modesto. But you can see, you can pick anywhere across the whole United States. So that's great. I'm from Canada, so I don't really have a dog in this fight. So I'll just go with Modesto. Enable the tutorial. Nah, I'll explain to you guys what's going on. All right, here we go. Jean-Luc. Now I get to put some skill points in. Let's focus heavy on the songwriting, because having good songs is going to be critical to the success of the band. I can't really do a whole lot yet. I can buy more clothes. I can add face paints and facial hair and so forth, but yeah, I don't think we're going to do that. I could put the eye patch from the new Picard series from that one episode. Guys, okay, let me just I know we're supposed to be getting into this game, but I have very strong opinions about pop culture. The new Picard was horrendous. It was terrible. If you disagree with me, you're wrong. It's just that simple. You're 100% wrong. All right. You start off in a little apartment. Look how nice this is. Beautiful. In here is your practice space, so eventually once you get a band and members and instruments, you can throw this in here. In here, you can kind of chillax and have a sleep. But for now, the most important thing is we need to find some bandmates. So we got to go down to, oh, look out. This is the other part. You get a cool van. You get to drive around a cool van. Check it out. There's a studio. There's another studio. If I want to buy a house, I can upgrade. Colby's Discount Music. That's what I need. Music store. Let's pop out. First thing, I need an instrument. I need a microphone. So we'll take a look. You can see that they give different bonuses. That one's +2 stage presence, but the condition is terrible. How much would it cost to repair that, I wonder? Maybe I'll just go with this one for now. Okay, so I'm all ready to go. But what about bandmates? Let's take a look. So here we have kind of the recruit mission section. This is showing, first of all, a couple things. You have to actually read these little sticky tags because it'll show you what the skill that this person specializes in. So for instance, this person's interested in recording, so he's got production skill. This one, lay down some tracks, also is going to be production recording. These guys are all production guys. This guy, maintain my own gear, so he's going to be repair. So you get it. So you've got a little sneak preview because you can't see their skills before you hire them. So there's going to be a lot of hiring and firing as we sort out who we want to have in the band. This color code is showing how they relate to each of the band members. So in this case here, Jean-Luc is orange, which is not great. It goes from red for bad to green to good, so that's obviously not good. So we're not going to get that. We want to get guys that get along. That guy's not even going to talk to us. That's no good. We're having bad luck here. Drummers. Maybe we'll have better luck getting a drummer. No luck at all. Ugh. Give me some green. Give me somebody that wants to be a part of this band that I actually can get along with. There we go. Thank you. He likes to put on a show, so performance is going to be his thing. Okay, let's hire this guy. Let's check this guy out anyway. Duane, not Dwayne, Duane. Oh, good lord. Duane. Okay. Ego is an important stat to take a look at when you're hiring a guy, if you guys are playing this. Because the higher the ego is, the harder it is to keep them happy. And the main things for keeping them happy, you can like placate them by buying new instruments and buying new clothes and those kinds of things, smashing up hotel rooms, which is great. But ultimately, the biggest issue is going to be, are there songs that they're writing being performed, right? Are they involved in the songwriting process, right? They don't want to like Ringo it out where they get like one token song off every album and nobody cares about them. They want to be in the rotation. So I wouldn't go with an ego over 30. I would think that would be not a good idea. So we'll keep him 26. We'll keep him. That's fine. But of course, we can't have him. This guy, he doesn't look Star Trek-y. So who are we going to put in here? Oops, look out. Of course, Will Riker. Right? Let's change that appearance. That hair is not too bad for Will Riker, but we got to change the color there to a nice dark brown. And of course, we got to have the beard. Okay, this is a little crazy. Let's try and find a reasonable beard here. There we go. That's more like it. Not a goatee. There we go. Will Riker, ladies and gentlemen, he's even got a little bit of punch. Just like the real deal. All right. So now that we have a second band member, some of these people who skipped us and wouldn't be part of our band, now they see us as more legit. So I can actually go back and check and see if there's a drummer that, see, look right here. That's a great idea right there. Let me just check the rest of these here to see. There's another one there. So one of them is a producer-minded and one of them is business-minded. I can hire one, and then if I don't like it, I can try the other one. So let's try for business-minded. Let's try this guy. Ace. Look at that. Ugh. Ego 69. See what I'm talking about? That's no good. Goodbye, Ace. See you later. We got a backup. Brady. Are you any better? 60. Also terrible. But look at that production. Oh my god. Ugh. No, I gotta get rid of him. I can't do it. It seems like it's, especially when you're just starting, it seems silly, but honestly, starting off with band members that have a high ego is the kiss of death, guys. It's the kiss of death in this game. Because they're going to be fighting, you're going to have to fire them down the road. I'd rather just get everybody sorted out in the beginning. I don't need another lead vocalist. Okay, so it's just going to be me and Will for now. We'll check back again next week, and there'll be more, so I'll just... Anyway, so this is the sound. Here's help wanted. So to make some money, you can check out these help wanted. There's little jobs for everybody to do. Delivered to the wrong store. Okay, so if you see on my mini map on the bottom left, there's the target. We just gotta just deliver some stuff, and they'll give us $300. It's not a bad deal. Must have picked up the package that was delivered incorrectly. Here you go. Delivered to Stewart's Discount Music like it should have been in the first place. I don't know how they managed to deliver so many packages to the wrong stores. But I don't know either, but it's great because I get paid. And money is important because you need money to go to shows, which is important. Oh, God. See, look, even in this I can't drive, guys. Even in like, can you imagine me in GTA? It's unbelievable how bad I am. Boom, $300. Okay, so there's nothing really left for me to do right now, so I'm gonna go home. And I could write a song. This is how you write a song, by the way. Sorry, write a song. It's basically like a puzzle game. You got to mix and match all these together. So these will, as you get better in songwriting, or as you get band members that have good songwriting, these numbers will get increasingly higher. And the goal is obviously to have the highest possible number combination, and that's going to be the better song. But not everything fits together, so you can't, like here I don't even have any in rhythm, so I can't even do a song here. But sometimes you'll be frustrated because you'll have like a really, really good puzzle piece that's worth a lot, but you can't make it fit properly. So, all right, so I can't write a song. I can't hire band members until that resets next week. So I am just going to just chillax for a little bit. I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna rest, just do nothing. Oh man, look at this, right off the bat. Right off the bat. Will Riker's gotten into trouble with the law. That sounds like Riker. Do you want to pay $1,000 in legal costs to keep his butt out of jail? Will's personal money will be used first. Well, Will, you just blew all your cash. Man, oh man. So these things happen. Listen, man, music industry's like that. Sometimes people are going to get in trouble. And really, I mean, if anyone's going to get in trouble, it's going to be Will. Come on. I don't want to know what he did. We're going to rest one more day to get to the weekend. Okay, we're at Friday. Now, I still won't be able to hire new band members because that won't reset until next week. I can't practice songs because I can't write a song rather because I don't have enough. But what I can do is I can go, because it's Friday, I can check out what bands are playing. Oh, look at this. There's a band called Canadian. I have to go. I have to go. So these are the different bars. Now, one thing that you'll notice as you're playing the game is that all of these establishments are all randomly generated. So they've got, you know, lists of words and they throw them together into combinations. So a lot of them are like the skinny computer. What are you talking about, right? The separate selection, the tactless statement. Okay, that makes sense. But you know what I'm saying? So you get some weird combinations. I've had some rather X-rated combinations in my last game. So hopefully I don't come across this here, so I don't have to blur anything. But some risque stuff. Okay, so let's go see a show. All right, here we go. There's the stage door. Here's a bunch of people milling around.
What'll it be?
What'll it be? If you go to the bartender
It'd be
and
nice
check,
to see your band up there.
I agree with you. It'd be nice
You
if you
got
had a
some
band.
more sense about you. You'll make it in show business.
Okay, relax, Tex. I'm trying to talk to the people here. All right. If you check the venue calendar, you'll see what bands are coming up. Eventually, as you see a bunch of shows at a given establishment and play a couple of gigs there, some of these will turn blue, and so you'll be able to actually book your band to play at these places, and that's kind of how you start. You get some local clubs, you get a couple of gigs going, and then eventually you kind of build up enough relationships locally to kind of do well. But let's watch the show. Swim. go. Look, they got a little Jean-Luc Picard guy in skinny jeans over there too. All right. So that gave me a little bit of happiness, keeps my guys happy. Inspiration. Eventually, what you do is you kind of fill up with inspiration, and then you use that to write songs. So the higher your inspiration, the more and the better those little inspiration puzzles you get when you're doing songwriting. So inspiration is very important. So that's why you keep going to these music clubs, just to get that inspiration up so you can get better songs. You can keep that loop going. You also improve your relationship with the individual bands. And if you have a really good relationship with a band, they'll call you up and say, hey, we're playing a gig. Why don't you come open for us? That kind of thing. So you can get your work that way. So all very important. I could drive home. I'm just going to say get home. After you've seen a show, there's nothing really to do. Everything is going to be closed at nighttime. So I'm just going to go home. And again, because I can't do anything, because I haven't got band members, we're just going to rest for another day. Saturday, I can go out clubbing again. So maybe I'll look for a job first, and then we'll do clubbing. Let's see if there's a job available somewhere. I'm not seeing too much. No, nothing there. Okay, well, listen. If no one's hiring, there's look out, look out, look out! Oh my God! You see how this is embarrassing, guys. It's embarrassing how bad I am. There's always that incredible rock star activity, mowing the lawn. Listen, Jean-Luc Picard, I'm sure, had to do his bit of yard work at the vineyard. This is just a little bit different, that's all. $250. Perfect. Okay. Now I have to see what I want to look at. I gotta support Canadian. I want to get in good with that band. Come on now. I'm doing it wrong. I got distracted. Priscilla's Bar. There we go. I got an aunt named Priscilla. Nobody cares.
Hey.
Hey. Alright, let's watch the show. Canadian. Even got the red and white banner. Look at that. Alright. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's go check to see, now that we've got a little bit more inspiration from seeing those shows, let's go to write a song. Now you see 12 new ideas. So now we have more of these, right? So theoretically, I might be able to fit these together in a way. Here we go. So look at this, 50-50. Beautiful. Now, how are we going to name the songs? Because we're doing Star Trek, counter at Farpoint. Boom. Now, Elvis Presley was born on this date in 1935. Any experience gained today will be tripled. So you'll see that sometimes, you know, they'll have special musical events, and you get extra experience those days, which is always good. So now that I have a song written, I can practice the song. The more you practice the song, there's the quality of the song. That's how good a song it is. And it's out of 100, so clearly this is not a great song. Popularity is 0 because no one's heard it yet. I just wrote it. And the play skill is 1. So that's our ability to play this song. So we want to get that up as high as possible before we go and perform in front of an actual crowd. So plus it gives us experience to practice. So let's practice. We'll practice for 3 days, and then we'll check for more bandmates. Here we go. We leveled up. Okay. I'm just focusing on getting the songwriting up. I don't want to get the songwriting too far ahead of the rest of the band because if one person's writing most of the songs, then the other people are going to start getting mad. Their happiness is going to decrease. So we don't want that to happen. So I don't want to get too far ahead, but I do want to make sure I have good songs. So I want to keep that up. And stage presence is also important as well. So these, yeah. Okay. Let's go see if things have reset with regards to the band members. Some help wanted there too. Okay, let's check the deluxe music store. This has more expensive and better equipment in it, so I can't really do a whole lot of shopping here yet, but... Okay, actually wait, no, I have a guitarist. Will's there. He's my guitarist. I need a bass guitarist. Nothing there. Nothing there. Oh my god, guys, we're having such terrible luck. Let's maybe check out keyboardists. Oh, terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'm wondering if I should get someone just to... No, you know what? I don't want to screw things up right off the bat, guys, so I apologize. We can just sim a whole week in fairly quick order. I do want to go back and do one of those jobs, though, and get some cash. Because money is always good. Where was it? Lost already. There we go. Oh, let's do the hotel, because sometimes they have some interesting jobs. You can only do one job a day, by the way. Several guests are out partying at various bars around town, and they've had a little too much to drink. We've all been there. We've all been there, chat. Could you go around and pick them up to make sure they make it back safely? Okay, we can do that. So you'll notice we have little stars. That's the locations that we have to just run and pick them up. We pick them up by running them over, which is a bold choice.
We need to hurry up. I'm running late.
Yeah. Relax. I just picked you up 2 seconds ago here. Gotta get this guy.
Hey, I appreciate the ride.
No problem, bro.
Just get me there as fast as you can.
Oh, these people are miserable. Well, how come they're not happy drunks? Alright, this is not very efficient driving, so I'm going to apologize to everybody who is efficient gamers.
How are you?
Because this is probably giving you massive OCD right now. You can run into things and crash the van. It does damage to the van, and then the van runs slower. It also injures your people, so you have to go to the hospital and get them fixed up.
Sure is hot today.
Sure is. It is California, in defense of the weather. Apparently, I've never had it happen in a game, but apparently you can die, or your bandmates can die in the game. I don't know how exactly, but it have to be a pretty bad car crash, but... There we go. Let's go home. Okay, let's practice the weekend, see a couple of shows, and then try again next week, and hopefully we find some more bandmates. If it's not working out, I might just pick up somebody just for the hell of it. We'll deal with that problem later. Can I make another song first? No, let's practice first. Practice for a couple days. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, bear with me 1 second there, chat. Okay, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Okay, let's do some more work. Brett Benoit down at Sam Studio has been bugging me for a new mic. Can you bring this to him and get off my back? $300 to deliver a mic. I would think the mic probably costs maybe less than that. It would have to be an awfully good mic to pay someone $300 to deliver it, especially when it's literally like 2 blocks away. It's about time I paid for this 3 months ago. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. So he pays for a mic. The guy orders the mic. Even though the guy is like a 5-minute walk from his store, he sits on it for 3 months, and then this other guy doesn't show up to pick it up either. And then the first guy pays me $300 to drive it around the block to this guy. This seems very inefficient. This is poor. This is not good small business management. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's take a look for a concert. Let's go back to the tactless statement. Statement.
Howdy there.
Hey, Tix.
There's a show tonight.
No, I still can't see anybody. I still can't get any gigs. But I mean, I can't play anyway. I only got 2 people in a band. It would be a terrible band. Just a bassist and a lead singer. Oh my god, that'd be awful. Battle of the Bands. Look at the mohawk on that guy. Beautiful. Battle winner was Many Box. Take from that what you will. Okay, get another little night of practice in here, and then we'll see another show. The music, in terms of the gigs, are always going to be the same. They did add a feature, thankfully, recently, where the music you hear when you're in the van, you can download your own music as waves and then point it to that folder and it'll play whatever music you want it to play in there. I haven't used that option here because I'm probably going to upload all this to YouTube and I don't want to get copyright infringement for playing all my badass classic metal that I had downloaded. Stage club. Oh, is there not play? There's not. Hang on. I screwed up. I went to the wrong place. Let's try this place. My bad, everyone. Chris's Bar. This'll have some music. Here we go. Another battle of bands. Eventually, we'll be competing in battles of the band. It takes a little while before you're good enough to win them, but it's pretty satisfying when you do the Gigantic Selections. That's a great name, actually. All right. Practice another couple days, and then we'll check again. Hopefully we'll have better luck finding bandmates. I could, in theory, go to different cities to find bandmates, but I'm hoping to avoid having to do that because you get different different lists of musicians in different cities sometimes. So, but I'm trying to avoid doing that if I can. All right, not great. Oh, there you go. There's somebody. Okay. Oh, look, we got a drummer that's not too bad. Okay, we're doing well. We're doing well. Let's get this guy here. Let's try him anyway and see, unless he's terrible. 11. Beautiful. And he has a bit. What was Will's? Stage presence, songwriting, business is his aptitude, which is great because that helps get you gigs and get you more money and things. So okay, but come on. This isn't gonna be Will. Who are we gonna make this? Who does this guy look like? Who is this dude? Do we make him Data? Data? What was his last name? He doesn't have a last name, but what was the last name of the guy who created Data? I'm embarrassed that I don't know this. Noonien Soong. Okay. Data Soong. There we go. I had every Star Trek person watching screaming at their screen there, I'm sure. All right, but that clearly does not look like Data, so let's fix this up a little bit. Hair's got to be nice and jet black. And do we have... Oh, good lord. Wouldn't that be a cool ass Data? Let's see if we can find... I don't know if we're going to find anything that's going to be appropriate. That's probably as good as we're going to get for Data. Yeah, that'll have to do. Get your eyebrows to match their Data, that's alright. I can't change your eye color to yellow or whatever, so that's gonna have to do. There you go. We're in, and we need a drummer. I think I'm gonna limit myself to 4 band members. You can go 5, but it becomes trickier with 5 because you've got to. There's just so many opportunities for the band members not to get along, and once band members' relationships deteriorate, you know, a la, you know, Paul McCartney and John Lennon, eventually you just have to just kick one of them out to try and make it work. So I'm trying to avoid that. And plus, if I have the 4th spot open, or the 5th spot open, if I have to replace one of my 4, I can hire the new person and fire them until I find the right fit and then get rid of the guy I'm replacing, instead of just firing my guy first and then taking my chances at who I get. So anyway, it'll make more sense when I actually do it, if we get there. Drummers. There was a drummer that was good. You know what? Let's just, so we can get going, let's just do that. Because she's got a bad relationship with Data, if that gets worse before it gets better, we might have to kick her out, but for now, let's see. Oh, her ego's terrible anyway. You know what? We'll just get rid of her. Okay, that's fine. 3 people is enough to kind of play gigs and do stuff, and we can just get a drummer afterwards. That's no problem. Let's go home. Let's try writing a song now that we got 3 people. Look at that, see? Now, ideally, you want to try and have everybody participating on songs, or at least splitting it up, so if one guy isn't in on this song, you put him into a different one. So we'll just see how this goes. Let's get... Okay, well, let's start. Do we have any for... Oh, these are all still Will and Jean-Luc because I haven't got any inspiration from Data yet. Oh, no, here's Data. We got Data. We'll try to see if we can get Data in. There we go. Okay. Next episode was The Naked Now. Boom, there we go. Now in our song list, we've got 2 songs. Beautiful. Here, by the way, when I was talking about band members getting along, green is good, yellow is bad, red is bad. Or, sorry. Green is good, yellow is meh, literally meh, and red is terrible. So we want to see lots of green, lots of green. If we start getting red, somebody's got to go. So we'll see how that works out. This shows your reputation in Modesto. That means your reputation with location. So if I hang out at a club a lot, I'm going to have a good reputation with that club, even if I'm not particularly popular in Modesto. So popularity is going to be people will come out and see me, right? Overall popularity is everywhere. And then you've got your population in all cities. Right now it's only Modesto, but eventually you'll go on tours around the region and around the state and around the country eventually. And also if you release albums, they'll be increase your popularity and so forth. So this is your popularity with other bands. So the higher this relationship is, then the more likely it is that they're going to call you up to help with gigs and things like that. So it's good to have a good relationship with bands because they can get you work, and getting out there and getting on, like, it's like comedy. Music's like comedy. You know what I mean? Like the more you're on, you got to get on that stage. That's the important thing. Stage time, especially in the beginning. Eventually you can get endorsements as well, but we are way far from that. So now we have 2 songs to practice. Very exciting. So let's start practicing. There we go. Okay, now. Yeah, we know data. It's the weekend you're bored. We're going to go out. You'll notice once that's gone, Will's equipment. Okay, here's the guitar that he's rocking. He has no guitar strings. So what happens is things like guitar strings and drum skins and drumsticks and things like that, those things break. They're not fixable. They're just they'll break eventually and wear out, and you have to buy new ones. So you're constantly having to go back to the music store to buy more strings and more of these replaceable items. So it's a pain, but again, they give you different bonuses. So depending on what you're focusing on or what an individual band member's deficiencies are, you can fix it. Alright, so that gives me a +2 playing. That's good. +2 playing. Playing is good right now because we're trying to get these songs practiced, so that'll help get the songs practiced faster. But let's just take a look and see if there's... And songwriting would also be good, obviously, because it gives you more... we're still a ways from playing, so this one's good. Playing and songwriting, let's do that one. I got 2 of those. Might as well get him some strings while we're thinking of it. +3 songwriting. Okay. You also notice we have a million different guitars. So if you are a guitar freak, you're going to love this game because these are all legit guitars. They have different stats. This one has no bonuses to it, so it's not a great bass guitar. So maybe I can find one that's better, that has some bonuses to it. Because I can sell this bass guitar for 587. So without dipping into my cash, I can buy something a little better. I'd like to find something with... Again, we're kind of in the beginning game, so our options are a little less great. Let's just say later on, you can afford some really, really great guitars, and they look cool, to be honest. Okay, so the best I got is that one, the hot pink one that gives me +1 stage presence. I might as well buy it. It's still better than this one here. I'm just going to sell that one because it's giving me no bonuses, this one here at all. There's no point to keeping it, so goodbye. So there we go. Data's got a hot pink guitar. Will's guitar has +2 songwriting, +2 stage presence, so it's already a pretty decent guitar. I'm not going to go too crazy on equipment quite yet. Let's get... money is scarce in the beginning because you're spending a lot more than you're getting in because it takes a while to get gigs going. It takes a while to... Let's just maybe, speaking of which, I can't do it here. I was going to say we'll do a job. eventually, once you start doing tours and releasing albums and things, you can start, you know, pulling in some cash. But to start with, it's lean pickings. So that's why we do some jobs. Box of blank tapes that need to be delivered to Sam's studio before the end of the day. $300. Again, for a box of blank tapes. That's alright, listen. The fact that these guys are terrible, terrible businessmen is perfect for me. I would have done it for 50. He's giving me 300, sucker. Okay, now I gotta go back to Greg's. So again, like the gameplay mechanics are pretty simple. Like this whole driving around in the van thing, it's a little rudimentary and all the rest of that stuff. But you know what? I love it, man. It's kind of like old school gaming. You know what I mean? There was when my daughter was really young, she played a game called Sweet 16 with Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen, and I was forced to play that game a lot. And it's just all like mini games and running around and this kind of thing. It was all just busy work, and that's what a lot of these mini games are, and the driving loops and things like that. So it's fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's not GTA, but that's fine. Not everything has to be amazing. That should be the tagline for my channel. Not everything has to be amazing. Things can suck and it's fine. Okay, let's go see a band. Outdraw for the reward. Oh, I like that. That's a good name for a band. Sometimes you get little glimmers of genius in the random generators, but most of them are just weird or wrong. But this one, I think they did a good job. Battle of the Bands. Well, you know who I'm rooting for. Those sweet dance moves. Many Box, the winner again. All right, practice. I'm going to practice another couple days, then we'll check and see if we can't find a drummer. I'd like to, before we kind of finish the first session, I'd like to let's get a drummer. Oh, we leveled up Jean-Luc. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can't pick up a drummer. If we could find a drummer that can repair things, that would be ideal. Because it's very handy to have a repair person. Production is not the end of the world if you don't get it, because... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. It costs a lot of money, but you can just hire a producer at a studio when you're recording a CD. So having a guy with high production is good because it saves you from that expense, but it's not critical. If you don't have a guy that's production, it's not a big deal. But repair gets really expensive, and it's something you have to do constantly. So if you've got someone that can do repair... Oh wait, that's not what I want to do. Drummer, come on. Oof, oof. Oh, they hate it. Grant hates every single person in the band. That's not a good sign. Again, nothing good. Maybe, you know what? Let's get out of here then. And let's go to a different town. I can show you the larger map and how that works. I've got some time. I got nothing else to do. So let's go to San Francisco. Here we are, the big city, San Francisco. Deluxe music. Let's see if we get a different group of musicians here. Yep, see, a different group. Perfect. So let's see if any of these people will join us. Lots will join, but they all hate us, apparently. Not big Star Trek fans in San Francisco. Ridiculous. Ridiculous, look at that. That's terrible luck. My goodness. That is unheard of. Okay, well... Not to be deterred. I'm going to travel all around the state. Let's go to Los Angeles. Boom. Come on, LA, don't let me down. Are these the same? No. Oh, look at that. That's right off the bat, that's good. They're an expert songwriter. I'm just taking a look to see the other ones as well, to see what other options we have. Okay, that's also good. Another songwriter. That one's good for recording. Okay, so let's try this one first. Patrick, you've got a big ego, so you're fired, son. That wasn't a slight against Gingers. I just didn't like his ego. I wish I could... Okay, this is the guy, Gavin. Gavin, 58. Ugh. Do I try my luck for the next one? I gotta try my luck. No, who was it? Dieter. Dieter! Come on, Dieter. Have a low ego. Boom! Look at that. Worth the wait. And look at those pants. Look at those pants. Look at that fashion icon. Dieter. Dieter, thank you for joining the band. You are wonderful, Dieter. I apologize to any Germans who might be watching. Alright. Okay, so who is this guy gonna be then? Unfortunately, I can't make him Geordie, because he would not match racially, and I can't change any of that stuff. So, I don't know if Worf would work. I mean, I could make him Will Wheaton. You know, I could make him one of my favorites. Hang on, I'm gonna make him one of my favorites. My favorite dude. Here you go. Best character in all of Star Trek, baby. Right here. Miles Edward O'Brien, the chief himself. Alright. But the hair color is actually not too bad, but we gotta make that a little curly if we can. That's maybe... Okay, sorry, that's not it. That's not it. I don't know that we're going to have anything that's going to work for this, but we'll see what we got. I mean, maybe the medium brush back might be as close as we're going to get. Yeah, I think we're gonna go medium pulled back. I'm probably putting far too much thought into these things to begin with, but that's fine. Your eyebrows are also terrible, so let's just have just some halfway regular. There we go. Okay, so there we go. We have the complete band, 10 forward. We got Miles O'Brien on drums. We got Data on bass. We got Will as the lead guitar. And we have Jean-Luc on the mic. Beautiful. Let's get out of here. Let's get back to Modesto. It's going to take us a day to get there, I think. No, we're all right. Okay, hang on. One thing I can show you now that we've got kind of the band together. Let's dress them up a little bit. Now, they don't have Starfleet uniforms. The clothing selections are... The clothing selections are not great. They're a little weird. I mean, you've got, like, you know, you've got t-shirts from bands and so forth. That's fine. But then you get, like, these weird tank tops. You have... Look at these long sleeve shirts. It's like they're in a... Although this actually looks very Star Trek-y. If I could only have that red and black, that would be perfect. But no such luck. All right, let's give Picard. He liked to go sleeveless. Let's give Picard a tank top. Let's give him some new pants. These look a little bit, little grandma, these jeans here. So, what do we got? We got red leather. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. Command red. Beautiful. And what do we got for shoes? No. I think black high tops are the way to go. There we go, Jean-Luc. Will. Look at that paunch. I think we'll keep the... maybe we'll give him a red t-shirt. Again, maybe we'll try and keep the colors somewhat similar. Although, you know, you have to change the colors up. They don't have a red t-shirt, so never mind. We'll just leave Will for now. Data, those pants are not flattering at all. Even a little. Orange long sleeve for Data. Looks good. Maybe we'll get him some black tights here at the bottom. Look at all these spandex patterns, guys. Look at the cheetahs. Beautiful. I'm not liking any of these options, guys, but we'll just go with Rip Black for now. Oh, I forgot to let's get some shoes. What do we got? Boots. No, that looks weird. We're gonna leave it. Miles, as like, guys, those pants. What's going on with those pants? That's madness. No. I kind of want the cheetah spandex. I know it's not Data, but come on, look at that. That's a thing of beauty. Look at that. Oh, sorry, not Data, I mean Miles. Rockstar. That's very Rockstar. All right, there we go. They're looking good. Now we just got to get them sounding good. We got to get some songs. We got to get practiced up. We got to get a couple gigs under the belt. Let's see if we can put together a couple more songs here. There we go. The next episode after The Naked Now was Code of Honor. Out of respect for Star Trek, I will use the American spelling of honor even though it clearly needs a U. Come on, America. Get your act together. Boom, let's write another one. We're on a roll. This one's all Miles and Jean-Luc. And this is The Last Outpost. Classic. Can I write another one? Let's keep this party going. Boom, 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 boom. Mostly Jean-Luc. Where no one has gone before. I don't know if it'll all fit. No one has gone before. Yep, it'll fit. Oh, I'm so dumb. Energy level. I was so excited to make songs. I wasn't thinking about what I gotta do. There's different energy levels for songs, low, high, and medium. A high energy song will get a good crowd reaction, but they have to have good energy. So you have to kind of match the song with the crowd's energy, which is difficult to gauge because you don't know until you're actually in there. So you have to kind of guess what their energy level is going to be based on the songs you're playing. So if you've got a couple of high energy songs in a row, eventually the crowd's energy is going to drift. They don't want another song. They want a slow song. You know what I mean? A slow song when you're at low energy will give them time to build back up to a high energy. And a medium level is kind of like, it doesn't get them as pumped, but it increases a little bit their energy, and it kind of just is kind of like good buffer material. So you'll have a couple of fast songs, you'll have a slow song, you'll have a couple of medium songs and fast songs. I mean, fast songs are the bread and butter. That's what's really going to get the crowd going. But a well-placed lower medium is just as important. So you need to have a good mix. I usually have, only a couple of lows. You only need them sparingly. So I have usually one or two like good low songs in the rotation, and then a few more of the mediums, and then mostly highs. But since I've done all highs so far, we'll do a medium song here. Tommy Ramone was born on that day. Beautiful. Happy birthday, Tommy Ramone. It is Sunday. We are going to continue to practice these songs. I'm going to practice a couple days here. Data has leveled up. Beautiful. I'm going to put a point up to his business. You'll see also, if they specialize in business, every point I spend here gets doubled over here. So that's what that's about. And then we need to get that songwriting up, because that songwriting is low. Songwriting here is also not great, so we try and get these guys caught up. I want to try and be in the same range, at least in the beginning, and then once we kind of get established, I can kind of pull away a little bit with some of them to get specialized. Okay, I'm going to practice one more day, then we'll go another level up. We're going to go see some bands, have a little fun, get a little inspiration so we can write some new songs. Let me see. I should be doing some jobs, but I don't really feel like doing jobs right now. I'll wait until I'm broke and it's too late. Steep advertisements. Oh, I gotta see Canadian. I gotta see Canadian at the Tactless.
Look at them new faces.
Look at them new faces. Well, thank you, girl.
There's
Y'all
great
having a good
band going
evening?
up.
Great band. Sorry, that was my southern accent, everyone. I'm from Canada. Be kind. There is no southern accent in Canada because we're all southern. If you look at like the major population centers of Canada, we're all huddled along the southern border like this for warmth. So, if you want a different accent in Canada, you got to go, well, Quebec, obviously, because that's where all the French people are. And the East Coast, where my family's from, has some very interesting, very, very interesting accents out that way, for sure. But I find the differences aren't as big as like in the States. I noticed that, when I'm talking to people from the States, there's a lot of regional accents from places that geographically are not all that far away. Like New York and Boston, they're not that far geographically away when you look at it in the big picture. But those accents, a whole different thing. Even in New York, there's different accents within New York, and it's one city. It's madness. What am I doing? No, I need to go. See, I got sidetracked and my brain stopped working. Story of my life. I gotta go to the store Because as you can see, Miles probably needs drumsticks or something. So let's see what Miles needs. What's his drum kit? Terrible. That's no good. We'll maybe get him some drums. Okay, let's get some drumsticks first of all. Alright, couple of those. And let's take a look at drum kits. Is there a better drum kit? 'Cause you can get 402 for that, so we can go up to about here-ish or so. Let's see. Stage presence, songwriting. Oh, look at that. That's a good one. Look at that. That's alright. Let's get that one. Beautiful. So what this means is that you can use different sets of equipment for songwriting, for practicing, and for performing. So here what it's showing is that because of the bonuses, this one has playing and stage presence. This is the drum kit that he's going to use when he's practicing or performing. And then when he's doing songwriting, he's going to use this one here. Because neither of them have a bonus, so splitting it up this way, so he doesn't get any bonus on it either way, but by splitting it up, he's kind of saving the condition on this one by doing this one. So if I bought him a drum kit that had songwriting, then he could get a bonus there, but I'm not going to bother with that right now. Okay, now I can find a concert. Now let's find a concert. Let's go to... I want to try and get my reputation up at a couple of places. Because again, the higher your reputation, the more likely you are to be able to find gigs. So if I can get a gig lined up, I can actually start performing. Although I need more songs to start performing. But
There's stranger.
Swim. That's a good band name. Swim. Simple. Beautiful. Get some inspiration. We'll go home. Let's see if we can write some songs. 32. Oh my goodness. They're all ones. So doesn't really matter. Data Miles and Will. Lonely Among Us. Oh, that's got to be a slow song. That's got to be a slow song. Lonely Among Us? That's great. What episode was Lonely Among Us? I don't even remember. Some people who are like Star Trek nerds remember all the episode numbers and titles. I don't. I mean, if you told me what happened in the episode, I could probably tell you which one it was. But just remembering what the heck it's called, I have no idea. Okay, Justice. We'll make that a medium as well. How many songs do we have? Usually, in the beginning, the gigs you're going to get are going to be six song sets. So you have to have at least 6 songs to go. Sometimes you can get 9, and then eventually, once you start like headlining and doing major things, you're going to get 12. But to start off, it's mostly 6 with the occasional 9. So ideally, I'd like to get 9 songs in the bag at least and learn them really well. And then I can start doing some gigs. So, but one thing at a time, we got to write them first. This one is The Battle. That's got to be a fast song. It's got to be. The Battle. How am I doing on songs here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 songs. Okay, so I'll do another song or two, and then we'll just practice, and we'll see what happens. Okay, let's start here maybe. There we go. Hide and Q. Oh, guys. Every Star Trek fan is just high-fiving each other virtually right now. Hide and Q. Beautiful. Let's do one more song. And this one is going to be Haven. We'll make that a medium. The Beatles performed on the Ed Sullivan Show. Before my time. Okay, so the more songs you practice, the less progress you make on the individual ones. So if there was like 1 or 2 songs that I really wanted to kind of hammer in and get done, I would pick individually. But because we kind of need to know all of these, I'm just going to just do it this way. It'll take us more days, but we need to have a full set going or else there's no point. So we could go out and get more inspiration by looking at bands, but I think really at this point, we just need to kind of get... We just need to get these songs hammered out. Alright, getting some level ups, which are always good. Willis. Okay, he's production, he's business. So we need someone to be repair. So maybe I'll start pumping up Will's repair skill and he'll maybe be our designated repair guy if we can. We're just going to put that all into songwriting so we can kind of keep everybody on the same level or close to the same level. Let's do 2 days, take us to Friday. Again, I think I'm just going to go through the weekend and do it. What I should be doing is I should be stopping and taking a look at shows and things to keep my inspiration going and all the rest of it. But right now, I just want to just get a couple songs under belt. I'm hoping that I've been going for a little over an hour here, so I'd like to maybe get in a gig, ideally, before we end for today. Otherwise, that'll be job number 1 next time. Oh, Will needs more strings, but let's handle these level up first. Okay. Let's get Will some strings. We'll see a show. Get inspired. Maybe we'll do that job. We need some cash. Will, stop breaking your strings, bro. It's too bad they didn't have trombone as a potential instrument. That'd be perfect. 2 playing, 2 songwriting. That is precisely what we need right now. And before anyone else starts bugging me, let's get some while we're here. Boom. Okay, beautiful. Let's take a look at concert guide. Weapons. That's a good sign. Oh wait, let's do a job first, sorry. I'm gonna go to the hotel because I'm hoping for, there is one of the jobs you can do at the hotel is going to, is this? Beautiful. This is exactly what I wanted to show you guys. This is great. So, Nick Paulson over at Helen's Hotel has been running his mouth. Do me a favor, go over there, check in one of his rooms, and then trash it. Do at least 300 worth of damage. I'll reimburse you double the amount of damage you caused. Do you accept this job offer? Oh, hell yes. Now, in addition to it just being awesome to go smashing a hotel room, and I'll show you how that works, they will pay you double any damage you do, not just up to 300. So if you do $1,000 worth of damage, which is easy enough to do in a hotel room, you'll get $2,000 on one job. Like, I've only got 1,300 to start with. So I check in and look, here's a hotel room. Now, in the game, there's Jean-Luc. How's it going, buddy? normally you'll check into a hotel if you're in a different city, like if you're on tour and you can't make it back home or whatever, you can just stay overnight in a hotel and you can rest and you can write songs and stuff. It's just a way to do it when you're on the road. But in this case, we can just start breaking stuff, and it's going to increase happiness for everything that gets broken. Guys, when you've had a long day, this is very cathartic. That TV didn't break enough. Boom! 2 birds with 1 stone. Oops, hang on, let me pick that up. Boom. Okay, can I break this mirror? Let's try. Boom! Done. What's going on in here? Oh, there's the Bible. Boom. Boom, right in the sink. Oh god, can I throw that? Throw some pictures. Just toss all this stuff around. So, as you can see, I've done already almost 1,800 bucks worth of damage. I gotta break these chairs. There's a way you can break the chairs, but it takes a bit of a throw. They don't always break, but sometimes they do. I don't know what the requirements are for a chair break. In real life or in this, to be honest. I've broken a few chairs accidentally, but I've never intentionally smashed a chair. That seems like a very badass kind of WWE thing to do. Smashing a chair over someone's head. I have not had that experience. Okay, 1 lamp to go, and then I think we've caused all the damage we're going to cause here for now. 1865. So I'm going to get double that amount from this crazy person who wanted me to cause damage. So whenever you're looking for jobs, if you ever see a job, even after you started making some money and you're like, I don't want to bother doing this for like a piddly $200 or $300 you get for these jobs, it's always worth it to do the hotel job. Always worth it. Like, look at my cash now. Boom. I've more than doubled my cash on 1 job. So 100% worth it. Alright, we're gonna go to weapons. It's right here. Perfect. Perfect. Plus, it's fun to smash a hotel room. I haven't had that experience either. I've stayed in many. I haven't smashed any.
What'll it be?
Because in real life, people don't pay you double for the damage you've caused. You just have to pay it yourself. And also get arrested. So... there you go, weapons. Good band, good band. Let's go home. Practice, practice, practice. Let's see another show and then get some inspiration. Hopefully we can maybe get a couple new songs on the... I'd like to get a song that's more than just the base 4. I'd like to maybe get some higher numbers. I don't know if my songwriting is quite high enough for that yet, but man can dream. Man can dream. The steep... I didn't even... Did I even check this? I just went to a random bar. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. And yes, you see the flag, and behind the band, you can make your own custom flag. We will get to that once we start. When we book a gig, we'll make a. We'll make one. But listen, man, this is the tough slog. This is the early game. You got no money. You got no songs. You got no gigs. You got nothing. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting some 2s up in here. Now we're getting some 2s, but they're not fitting with anything, unfortunately. So that's not going to help us any. Maybe this one will. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Okay. Well, look, hey, song quality 5. We're moving up in the world. Next up, The Big Goodbye. We'll keep that at high. Beautiful. Couple days practice. No, do 2 days. Data is not feeling well. So this happens sometimes. It's not a big deal. It'll eventually kind of slowly get back up again. But I guess these are the things you have to watch for. If you get in like car accidents or you have these events where these things are happening and you're not paying attention to them, then I guess theoretically your guy could die. Usually you've got, it takes, even when you get it, like, I mean, I've accidentally smashed my van like head on into a tree, literally, in this game. And you take like 20 damage or something like that. So you'd have to do that like 5 times in a row without remembering to go to the hospital to cure yourself or without resting for it to ever be an issue. So, I mean, it's unlikely. It's unlikely. Let's put it that way. So I wouldn't worry too much about death in this game. What's more likely is that these numbers are going to get, these lines are going to get worse and you have to kick somebody out of your van. That's how people disappear in this game. By being kicked out. All right. I think we've been going for about an hour and a half there, guys. I think I'm going to stop it there. If you are watching this on YouTube at some point in the future, hi, future people. I hope you're living in a better world than we're living in right now in late August of 2020. Hopefully the world hasn't collapsed into a post-apocalyptic nightmare. Hopefully someone other than Trump is the president of the United States. Hopefully aliens didn't take this opportunity to strike while we were weakest. And hopefully no other celebrity that I love died this year. So fingers crossed, I live in eternal optimism. That's it for now. Check back in again. You can follow me on Twitch, Norm Can't Shoot, Twitter, Norm Can't Shoot, YouTube, Norm Can't Shoot. Everywhere you go, baby. You can find me there. I'm going to be posting more Rising Star 2. I'm also eagerly anticipating the release of Crusader Kings 3. So if you're a Crusader Kings fan like I am, you might want to come check it out and watch me fail miserably in historical context as opposed to a musical context. And ultimately, down the road, I'm going to be playing in October Watch Dogs Legion. I've never played a Watch Dogs game, and I am terrible at driving and shooting. So this could really, that game could really highlight why I'm called Norm Can't Shoot. So, thanks for watching. I will talk to you guys soon. Be good to each other.